What's up, guys? This is time for us to Suplexus. I'm Suplexus, and I am joined by
Pal Driver.
And this is our second part of Survivor Series, the best of the best.
And we are now on the prediction for the men's Survivor Series match. So our other video stopped at the women's Survivor Series
So
match.
just a review. I am at 4-1 for SmackDown.
And I'm at 3-3 SmackDown Raw. Alright,
Wait, is that possible?
didn't I? Okay, so let's just for...
I have five matches for
Okay,
one.
so I'll keep track of mine, you keep track of yours. So for the Battle Royal, I said Big E.
I said Lars.
For the Lashley Sami Zayn, I said Sami Zayn.
I said Lashley.
For the New Day versus Street Profits, I said Street Profits. You said Street Profits.
Yeah.
Asuka versus Sasha Banks, I said Asuka.
I said Banks.
And for the Women's Survivor Series match, I said Lana.
And I said Liv Morgan.
Okay, so I'm 2-3.
Okay, 4-1.
So SmackDown's winning for me. Okay, so let's see what happens with the men's. So who's your call on the men's? Keith Lee, AJ Styles, Sheamus, Braun Strowman, and Riddle on the Raw show versus Kevin Owens, Jey Uso, King Corbin, Seth Rollins, and Otis on the SmackDown show.
It's going to be a great match, and Keith Lee's going to be the sole survivor.
That's a good call. Like, what do I want? I want Kevin Owens to be the sole survivor because I want him to get a storyline of some sort. And I feel like if he wins, he could actually use that to like build.
He's gonna fight Reigns eventually, I think.
Yeah. So I wanna pick Keith Lee as well, but I think it's just more fun when we pick different people. So I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Jey Uso.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jey Uso, and I think it's gonna cement him more with Roman, that he won, and make Roman proud and all that kind of stuff.
Anybody with the Uso as a survivor, or just him?
I think it'd actually be pretty good if it was Jay and Kevin.
Yeah.
Just because Jay beat up Kevin, and then Jay can beat him up again. Okay, I'm gonna say Jay and Kevin.
Okay.
All right, but SmackDown wins for me. So now I'm 3-3.
So I am 4-2.
Okay, so now we got the championship match. Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns. Main event, baby. Woo! Should I go first?
Yep.
Okay, I think Roman's gonna win. I think Drew can take the loss from Roman. I think Roman's just got to establish himself as the head of the table. Shenanigans, no shenanigans, I don't know. I think Randy Orton's going to pop up and do a little something. And Miz might cash in on Drew. I'm just going to say it. Roman wins. Miz cashes in on Drew.
And wins.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think...
I'm like, I don't know why, but just by saying that, I'm like so nervous I'm going to be wrong.
So you had a 3-3 and it's neck and neck.
Uh-huh.
I think they're going to do something different. Because I have it 4-2.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be like SmackDown wins either way.
Yeah, I think SmackDown's going to win for sure because Fox is giving them more money.
Yeah, that's the story for me. SmackDown wins either way.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, who is the best champion? Which brand has the best champ? And I don't think it'll be decided because shenanigans. So it's a close match. And then Roman does his low blow stuff, hits him with 3 spears. But then Daniel Bryan comes out. He's all injured and stuff because he's not on the card, is he?
Daniel, no.
Yep. So he, like, distracts Roman.
He's probably going to be in the Battle Royal. Like, everyone who's not on the card, that should be on the card, is going to be in the Battle Royal.
I don't think so because He's feuding with the Reigns.
How many people do they typically have in a battle royal? 20?
Yeah. He's feuding with the Reigns. Reigns is the main eventer.
He's feuding with Uso technically. He hasn't hit up to Reigns yet.
But Uso's not going to fight Reigns at TLC. Debra is. So he's going to screw over Roman, cost him big.
But that's not in his character, because he's face. Really? You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. It's your prediction.
Just to fuel the fire.
Okay.
Maybe a cash-in. I don't know. If there is a cash-in, Miz wins. If there isn't, then there isn't. We gotta do this all the time now. If there's a cash-in, if he cashes in on Reigns retains the belt.
It'd be interesting if he he might try and cash in, and then it's like a fumbled cash in just for the excitement.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think they'd do that on a big four.
Now the one person that we haven't talked about is the Fiend. Do you think the Fiend is going to interfere on any of these matches? Do you think maybe Randy Orton's going to show up to interfere and the Fiend shows up to freak out Randy Orton? Like, do you think anything's going to happen for them building that up?
The thing is, Orton versus Reigns had so many possibilities. Edge comes back. The Fiend comes back. But now it seems like they're gone. And I don't think WWE's the type that has such a large IQ that they'd have Randy come out to set up. Maybe on Monday, but not tomorrow.
What it feels like to me is they're having Survivor Series because they're supposed to have Survivor Series, and they just kind of want to get it over with so they can move on with the storyline plans that they had. So rather than trying to mix in, intertwine existing storylines that they're trying to create into the Survivor Series matches, they're just like, oh, let's just get her done. And that's why I'm not very excited for Survivor Series this year. Usually I am. Like, the Royal Rumble is my favorite pay-per-view, and usually, it's one of the big four, I'm excited. But no, I was more excited about Hell in a Cell than I am for this.
Me too. And I think they should have done what they did last year. They had the whole brand stuff, but they kept the world title matches. They had the NXT one. Obviously, they can't do that. But they could have easily had, Reigns face Daniel, or Drew face someone like Keith Lee, or Randy Orton, or I don't know.
Yeah.
They should have done that. They did it last year. I expected it.
They could have intertwined some stuff in when they did the draft. They could have said, okay, Big E, you're going to get separated from New Day unless you guys can put together a Survivor Series team that beats the team we put together. Something like Survivor Series doesn't have to be brand versus brand. Remember when it was Cena? Was it Cena versus the Authority?
Yeah.
Right? I was really excited for that one. Wasn't there one with the Shield, and then I think they had Kurt Angle in it? Or was that an elimination
That
match?
was TLC.
Okay. But it doesn't have to be brand versus brand.
And another thing about TLC, I'm more excited for TLC than Survivor Series.
Yeah.
WWE, nice one.
Yeah. So they need to add some sort of stakes to Survivor Series, and they need it to revolve around storylines, not around brand versus brand. We don't really care about the brand versus brand.
I just want to do this quick. Let's take a look at the Big Four. Royal Rumble, we had The Fiend versus Bryan. We had Edge coming back. We had the Royal Rumble. Drew eliminates Roman clean. Mania, we had Brock losing to Drew. We had Undertaker's last match. SummerSlam, we had Sasha Asuka too. We had Roman coming back because he's the freaking tribal chief. What do we have this year? A rematch from Stomping Grounds as the main event. And a mid-card rematch from Stomping Grounds.
We were at Stomping Grounds. Maybe we should rewatch that match before this one.
That WWE did. This is going to be a good show. It could be better.
Yeah, and the AEW pay-per-view is so good. The bar is so high for pay-per-views.
So, if you're thinking of watching this and you don't have the network, if you want good wrestling, watch it. By all means, there will be good matches. Like Sasha, Asuka, they'll put on a good match.
Yeah, and there'll be good like WWE style wrestling matches.
But if you want the story, if you want Roman versus Jay in a Hell in a Cell I Quit match, really, it's up to you.
Yeah, there's gonna be no match on the card that's that level of storyline. So,
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for watching our predictions video, and I hope Survivor Series is much better than I expect it to be, and the bar is low, so that should happen. If it doesn't happen, I'll be disappointed on a different level. Yeah, thanks for watching the video.
I'm just happy there's no part-timers this year. Because remember when they'd have Shane and Triple H on the team?
Well, yeah.
So let's be thankful that it's new wrestling.
Yeah.
Even though we've had that all year.
And let's hope when they bring the Undertaker's posse from back in the day in person, they're all being very safe, social distancing, wearing masks behind the cameras.
On fingers crossed, the Fiend or Demon Valor interrupt this fun match.
All right. Okay. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Okay. This has been Suplexes and
Pile Driver. I'm King of the Pirates.
you're